Look, y'all just gonna have to excuse me and how I talk on camera. I'm really trying to get the point across. Like, I had so much other stuff to talk about that I didn't talk about in the first video. But like that was the whole point of me doing the video, basically trying to practice so I could like I put all this stuff on YouTube anyway. Like anything that you didn't see me post as a video, I probably put it on YouTube. But anyways, I was just doing this next video because that I'm telling you, that's just what I be on. Like I'm trying to figure out how to say uh all the things to build what I'm doing. So this is a way of me doing it. And it's a way of me trying to show other people that they could do the same thing. It's gonna start with the people that's in my immediate network, just like for you. That's how it is. Just like back in the day, you had to go pass out flyers to people, or you had to be standing on a soapbox on the street corner, or you had to be outside, like at the gas station, or really marketing hand to hand, like how politicians do, door knockers and stuff like that. I'm just thinking of all the old ways people used to spread their message, or to at least get people to think about Jehovah's Witnesses. They go door to door, or the Mormons, they ride bike, or even the brothers of Islam, they be doing their thing and all of that. So it's just like this the new way of doing it. I really could sit here and talk about stuff anyway, but I'm not. That's the whole point, bro. The whole point is it's a lot of people out here that's really not talking about nothing. So I really don't be minding talking about these things. It's just a system that I've been thinking about how to say it for real. So that's why it's more gaps in what I be saying. It's not that I'm drunk or fucked up or something wrong with me. It's that I'm the only one in here, and it's gonna have to be like that until my audience come. But I got 100. In good news, in great news, cause it's just negative thoughts. So look, imagine sitting here on camera trying to talk and get your point across as if you were on the phone with your friend. Imagine the camera make you look at yourself. It's like you gotta make a parasocial relationship with yourself through the camera. Like how a person supposed to build their YouTube if they don't practice being on camera. So like I was saying, in good news, I got 110, 111 subscribers on YouTube. I'm pretty much probably like at 70 videos on there. I'm being as consistent as I can on there. It's hard. I got an everyday life just like everybody else. I go through stuff just like everybody else, but I'm trying to get better at opening up on how the negative aspects in my life contributed to me developing the structure of how to present myself in a way that can help other people, because what I do goes beyond making logos. What I do, it goes beyond what you might have seen me post, because that's the side of myself that I show. That's just who I am, and that's how I do it. But I have never had a problem with seeing others' positive aspects and how they do what they do well, and applying that also to a process that can help better different areas of my life. So that's saying that to say I'm about to be 26 in March. Nigga getting old, back hurting, knees popping, ankle popping. When it rained outside, my joint start hurting. Like, come on now. All I'm doing is developing a collection of content that people could find and discover and be like, oh, he was trying, he been trying, oh, this makes sense. Oh, yeah, I'm about to make a book, all type of stuff. But until then, until I got the capacity, the mental capacity and the time to sit down and focus on the many tasks that I bombard myself with as a busy-minded person, I'm going to do it in this way. So anyways, I'm going to make a video about a bunch of stuff. I was going to basically try to make a video about from the time I made my Instagram and started posting my art on Instagram up until today, and what that became, what it turned into, and where I'm trying to go from there. So basically, so back when Instagram started doing the Reels monetization promo stuff, I started looking through my stuff and I was like, oh, it say I made this account in 2013. I'm like, wow, 2013, that's a long time ago. Hold on, what am I doing? Let me reevaluate. A nigga ain't never passed 2,000 followers, working all these hours on these pieces of art on the iPad, working hours on logos for people and dealing with clients and essentially doing customer service through creative skills, which drove me to a bunch of a lot of social blockages that made it hard for me to separate my craft and the money from it. So it made it hard for me to like charge the right amount of price and had the right confidence in myself and my ability and my work. That's why you'll see me talk about things like procrastination. That's why you'll see me sit here and talk about believing in yourself and working to find a realistic solution to what could help other people, because realistically, this is not realistic for everybody. That's why I had to get over. Being me is not realistic for everybody because I'm not normal. The people that's on what I'm on is not normal. And we don't gotta be, because we is gonna be the people that's gonna bring change to the world through our ideas and the way that we come up with creative solutions to make change in different areas of our life, to make solutions that's going to provide ways of knowledge and therapy and self-help and consultation, guidance, things above art. Like, bro, yes, art is fucking amazing. I love art. I went to the College for Creative Studies for almost a year, like a couple semesters. I'm not even gonna hold you up. Like, I went to, if you don't know about College for Creative Studies, it's one of the best art schools in the world. Detroit, Michigan creates the best creatives in the world, as we already know. If you don't know, you know now. You better look it up. Quit talking about Detroit like Detroit just some old rundown old warehouse that's just bro. It's like the media in the movies and stuff just be wanting people to think that people in Detroit just live in the old abandoned warehouses in this one little small part of the city. Like, what they don't know is all the, I ain't even about to say, because I already know. Niggas getting money, dude. The city is doing great. Don't worry about Detroit. Don't speak negatively on Detroit. But this is not that video. Basically, I'm talking about all of the changes and processes and things that I've been going through mentally that helped me to develop, to see that, okay, art is a skill set. Art is a system of thinking. Art is elements and principles. Art is relating this to that. Art is hand-eye coordination. Art is listening with your ears, smelling, using your senses basically to develop connections in collective ideas that pretty much any human can experience. Put it like that. Yeah. Clip that for the YouTube too. Yeah. So basically yeah. So basically I had a whole lot of negative experience going through all of this. Like, who really about to sit up here and post, oh, I just crashed my car. Oh, don't got no money, broke as hell, fucking being a bum. Like, who gonna post that? Like, that's real unrealistic, right? So, whole point is, through this whole process, it's just been me seeing what my problem is and going after a step-by-step process that I could track to fix it. So basically, I'm putting all this together because I care. Okay? Let's put it like that. Like, I'm not talking about myself for the sake of talking about myself ever. Because I don't gotta talk about myself at all. I really be like this close to delete my Facebook, delete my Instagram, and pretty much just trying to focus on YouTube and see where it go from there. Because it's just such a weird way how people watch you. But I'm looking at that as an opportunity to try to connect outside of my box. So look, um, yeah. So that was basically me talking, I guess, about uh pulling back socially. Okay, so I put it like this: I hid behind my art. So when I say that I hid behind my art, I mean to say that I didn't really feel like my art fit well with the imagery of me. I didn't really identify personally with my art because I felt like it was a separate entity than me. Like, okay, brand visions and branding, that's two separate parts of my life. Over time, it just merged together to where it's hard for me to switch back and forth. That's why I got a job in trucking. But I've always had a job. Like, I've always had a job ever since I've been 16 years old. My first job was at Foot Locker. Then a couple jobs after that. I was a security guard. And then, let me think. Hold on. I'm not even saying it in order. My first job was Foot Locker. But beside from that, I had jobs in the art field, aka what I want to say, graphic design. I had two jobs in graphic design, and this is me tying into the point of why I could not get a job. I personally did not feel comfortable working in relation to one of my skills that I like to do. So I had to separate it. So back to what I was saying. I had two jobs in graphic design at offices. One was more corporate and one was like a neighborhood office, like party flyers and campaign stuff and like mailers and like club flyers and I don't know, anything you'll go get at a neighborhood print shop. Like people just all the businesses in the area, I do all type I did a lot of obituaries. I did a lot of posters, print, graphic design and print related stuff. So it just became real stressful and I was like, okay, this not really as fun. It's like I got real good. Like, yeah, I could make all of that stuff, but it's like I didn't feel like keeping up with that stuff as far as like technology be advancing every single day. So like I'm sitting here feel like I'm working way harder than I need to work when there's people out here that just be clicking a button or got folders and resources already available to just drop it in. Why am I spending my individual creative energy on something that I could just click a button and then apply this to that solution and then just chill and relax and just make a judgment on my personal style and perspective of things, whether it's creative or not, so that I could just sell it. Like, bro, this is just, everything is for to be sold. So at the end of the day, everybody's selling something. It's an economy. So this the whole point of what I'm trying to say is it's all a part of a whole bigger picture. And if it don't apply to you, I don't know how, but different capacities. Let's see. Well, all right, so one thing a lot of people don't know is that the first art I really was doing, what I say, a class that I took was photography. So like outside of regular art class in school, because before I started going to the school I pretty much went to till I graduated, I went to like a science and math school because I was like, I mean, it pretty much made sense to me, but it just was so boring. So I ended up connecting with some other artistic kids that I guess kids that could draw. You know what I'm saying? And we had made comic books and then kind of do more art leaning stuff like rapping and stuff like that in a math and science school. So it's just like, okay, I guess basically my mom ended up finding the school that I went to, and it was basically focused on art and design, and it was connected to the art and design college. So basically, that led to me finding out that people made money off of something that I thought was just like a little hobby or something to do when I was bored or on punishment or something like that. So this developed a whole system of me thinking and solving problems for myself. So I took a photography class right before I went to that school, and then I learned how to use cameras and stuff in a diversity setting with different students from all around Michigan, and it was at Focus Hope. So if anybody ever heard of Focus Hope, then you already know they got a lot of community oriented stuff. So we had professional mentors that showed us how to use the cameras in, you know, all different settings, and old school cameras too, like the point and shoot. You print the film and stuff like that. And from there, I had a cousin. She connected me with a photographer in the area, and I did event photography from the time I was like 14. If I did it like 2 years, I think, like 2 summers, and then so I with that I did all type of photography like weddings, baby showers, hood parties, cabarets, all type of stuff like that, and in settings where like selling print, take the picture and then sell it, or take a set of pictures, edit them, and then deliver them in like a photo album, stuff like that. But that was like, it seemed like a long time ago, but not really. So I started with photography for real, but then once I got into the school, I started to like see different examples of jobs relating to drawing. I never knew that it was like jobs related to drawing. So I was like, okay, wheels started turning in my head. I started thinking like, okay, what's boring, what's fun, what's hard, what's easy, like different things like that. Like we had different projects, all type of projects at that school that just basically got my mind working about like different jobs that was not typical, like different jobs that you wouldn't think that was a job, like an animator or uh people in the movie credits. Like everybody on that list, that's their job. It's according to a budget. So yeah, that's a little intro to basically what's that? That's like 2014. Uh, I'm gonna stop the video right there though, cause I'm tired as hell. I gotta get up for work in the morning, and that's pretty much all I gotta say. Brand visions, create, inspire, enlighten, foster, inspire, illuminate, glide.